know these two. Teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player-involved movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Brandon Ingram's out there with Dick, and it's Barrett at the small forward position.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Now, here is Young. Top of the key, Porzingis. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The kick out to Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
The Raptors making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Now, here is Young. First quarter, just over a minute played. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
It's good.
Great job of just letting that play develop. Ingram showing a little IQ there.
Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. Young against Barrett, and they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here is Young. Takes it inside. A wide open look here for Porzingis. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Yes, that goes in.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Now Dick. Out to the right wing. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. The Hawks leading. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Out left to the wing. Johnson, the pass to Daniels. The kick out to Young. Screen by Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Rizachet beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's Ingram missing. The Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. 3-pointer, Daniels, to the live. It's good on the putback.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Pass to Dick. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Wow, shake the building with that finish, Scotty Barnes. My goodness.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, "I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily." People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And the Hawks with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2. Young inside. Barnes on him. Young inside. Dick defending. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And just good at staying under control. Even when Young is under duress, he just keeps his composure.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Lots of room. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Johnson finds Young. Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
So for Toronto right now, their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Ingram. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Atlanta. Here's Barrett. Pass to Dick. Now Barnes. Here's Dick. 6 points for him. Doesn't go that time. Johnson with some nice D. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Ingram kicks to Barnes. Here's Barrett into the lane. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to Johnson. Now Young. Here's Rizichet. Young left side. And a wide open look for Daniel. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Barnes dishes to Ingram. Launches it. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Porzingis finds Daniel. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. It's good. 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
That's called anticipation and reaction time. Scotty Barnes making the defensive play for his teammate. Nice.
Young pass to Daniels. The Hawks working the ball around. The 3 from Johnson. They get it back. Young on the follow. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Barrett. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
After Rizichet, Daniels from outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Daniels has got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. Here's Barrett. And here is Ingram. Driving in. Count it. Ingram's got 8.
More and more, we see Ingram attack on the drive and convert it. His length and skill allow him to do so many things.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Ingram outside for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here he goes.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to it. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
They've got Kennard. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Okongwu into the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And that one's good. Battle.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Krejci. And the layup's good off the glass. Krejci's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Hawks leading by 7. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Pass to Gay. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Sinks that one from the post.
Man, Luke Kennard showing the handle in the pick and roll game. It's going to be so difficult to cover him with that aspect.
Unloads. Gay with the rebound.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And it's quickly missing. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the wing right side. A 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Pass to Krejci. Latrey. The shot comes out.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. A 3 from Quickly. Here's Pirtle. Back to Quickly. And they pick up 2. Quickly's got 4 points this quarter.
This has always been a part of Emmanuel Quickly's arsenal. That floater is on point.
Here's Gay. Scoreless thus far. Kennard for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Kennard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Doubled by Okongwu. Here's Mobo. Covered by Okongwu. That'll miss it. Atlanta leading by 9. Now, Alexander Walker. A wide open look here for Okongwu. From outside, off the mark. And here's Quickly for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Krejci. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. Clock at 6. Krejci passes to Kennard. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Atlanta with it. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Dick. And it's Mamu Pelishvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. Daniels kicks to Young. 5 to shoot. Back to Rizashay. Here's the 3. And it's Mamu Pelishvili with the rebound. Raptors trail by 9. For 3, Ingram. That one, no good. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Rizashay. Ingram with the steal. Porzingis with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 9. Johnson up top, covered by Barnes. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Young finds Rizachet. Now Daniels. Three-pointer. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game. Barnes. Oh!
My goodness. All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Daniels fires. Down he goes for 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Dyson Daniel. And the 3 misses. Raptors trail by 13. And here is Ingram. For 3. 6 to shoot. Barrett. And there's the dunk.
Well, that's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And down goes the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Foul Porzingis. Fast break Toronto. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That'll be his second foul of the game. Young against Dick. Nice execution down low.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Now Porzingis. Young outside. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson outside. 4 on the clock. Ingram with the steal.
Brandon Ingram.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Terrific job, Howie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.
highlights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. Now here's Carter. Puts up a three. And it's Wagner missing. Young against Suggs. Here's Daniels. Off target with the three. Here's Orlando. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Here's Carter. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
The kick out to Johnson. Suggs against Young. Great D that time from Suggs. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Carries it down low.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
And the basket by Bane.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Johnson a screen on Suggs. Outside Johnson. There's the drive. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Banchero. Back to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Suggs, following the score by Atlanta. Carter, a screen on Young. Suggs, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And just excellent work by Carter Jr. He's used to having to overcome tough defense like this.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Suggs. Kicks it out to Bane from behind the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Rizichet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis with a screen on Wagner. Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Wagner. Orlando leading by 8. Pass to Bane. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Fires the three. The kick out to Banchero. Knocks down the triple.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Young, the pass to Daniels. Porzingis sets a screen to the right side to stop the run. Drains the triple.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Suggs against Young. Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Bane. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Another shot. Suggs outside. Now here's Bane. Wagner, right side. The three from Suggs. Drops in the three.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Wagner looking it over. A deep three. Not going to go that time. And so it's Orlando. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Banchero passes to Bane. Carter, a screen on Young. Here's Bane. To the inside, Carter, and a nice finish on the layup. Carter's got 6.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Young with the bucket.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now here's Suggs. To the middle, and stolen by Porzingis. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul. And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Lets it go from deep. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back over to you, B.A.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. A nice shot by Young.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Daniels against Bane. Carter, a screen on Daniels. Bane, the pass to Carter. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Young looking around. Pass to Daniels. Porzingis sets a screen. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the second quarter. Down low. Boom! Banchero!
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Here's Rizachet. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Suggs outside. Pass to Carter. And stolen by Porzingis. Young with it. He's picked up by Bane. Young seeing the lane. They kick it out to Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Porzingis has got 11 points.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Picked by Carter. Here's Wagner driving in. Misses from short range. Hawks trail by 5. Up top, Young. He's covered by Suggs. It's good. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Carroll with a screen on Young. Suggs, the pass to Bain. 4 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Seven seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Young. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Orlando ahead, leading by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's out there with Luke Kennard, and it's Gay in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year. After year.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now here's Black. Shot clock at 5. Going inside. Isaac finds Howard. The three-pointer off the mark. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Picked up by Okongwu, and it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Okongwu has the open look. Cash money on the open jump shot. Okongwu's gotten his second bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And he makes it.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Kennard outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Count it. Good. Okongwu's got 6 in the quarter.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Launches the 3. He can't hit that time. Good D by Okongwu. Jacks up a 3. De Silva with a rebound. Magic trail by 4. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now here's Kennard. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's De Silva. Up top, Isaac. Pass to Black. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game. Kennard outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. And here are the Magic now, following the score by Atlanta. From downtown, shots good by Black. Black's got 5 now.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Kennard outside, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team. Guys."
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Hawks.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Count it.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Black outside. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Rebound Atlanta. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And both free throws good for Okongwu. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Black outside. Here's Wagner. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Orlando. On the wing, it'll be Bain and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point. Now here's Porzingis. And it's good. 2 points. And it's 13 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Young against Suggs. The floater inside. It's Trae Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Young against Suggs. Carter, a screen on Young. Suggs, the pass to Carter. The rebound by Atlanta.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
A good look from Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 6 assists in the game. Suggs against Young. Suggs surveys the D. Banchero the screen. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Outside Young. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Suggs! Oh, he misses the deep three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions. And Daniels doesn't mess around. When he's charging inside, he's focused on the flush.
Suggs fires. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Young against Bain. Outside Young. Porzingis sets a screen. Outside Young. Here's the teardrop. Ooh, the soft teardrop by Young.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
It's Suggs with a drive. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Oh, look at him fly!
Look at that power.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Trae Young.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Bain! He's off from three. And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Young. For three. And Caro pulls it down. Here's Orlando. Another shot. From downtown. The three ball is down. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
side, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. Now, here's Bane. Banchero, a screen for Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Carter. The offensive rebound. Chalk up 2 there.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
And it's Ingram missing. Here's Orlando now. Dick with the steal. In the corner, Barrett with it. Ingram outside. Back to Barrett. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Ingram. The 3. Carter pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Banchero looking around. Pass to Carter. Magic moving the ball around. Suggs. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Orlando's front office, Clark, has made it clear they're turning the page on the rebuild, entering the win now phase.
And the reason they're able to make that shift, Kevin, is because they drafted 2 franchise cornerstones. Banchero and Wagner develop quickly and have a lot of runway in front of him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Now, here's Suggs. To the middle. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. is tough as they come.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Here's Suggs. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Suggs with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. So they take the lead.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane's so dangerous from out there.
And it's that was something to see.
Good. This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Six on the shot clock. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league. And he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Kicks it out to Wagner. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carter with a screen on Ingram. And it's Wagner missing. The Raptors with the lead. Poeltl sets the pick for Dick and looks Looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Ingram dishes to Barnes. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. From downtown, and Desmond Bane pulls it down. From deep. It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Then it's Grady Dick. Then it's Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. On the wing, Barnes. Wants to get it to Dick and does. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
A deep 3 from Bane. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dick with it. Picked up by Suggs. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Off target with his 3. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 1. Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game is taking the biggest jump.
Outside, Suggs. That 3 off the mark. Toronto's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's good.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Suggs against Barrett. Now, here's Suggs. Defense right on him. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Raptors making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Magic. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
How about big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella. You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Bane. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dick against Bane. Dick passes to Barnes. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Ingram is slim of build, but showing you some muscle there, fighting for a second chance shot.
Here's Suggs. The kick out to Bane. Banchero, a screen for Bane. Banchero with the ball. And now by Barnes. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off target from the wing. Pass to Pirtle. Barnes outside. Bane with the steal. Over in the corner, Banchero. Barnes dishes to Ingram. Takes the three. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
And Suggs throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And the dunk by Dick.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Magic, Mo Wagner out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Howard. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. Raptors leading by 4. Amu Kelishvili passes to Quickly. Beyond the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. And Clark the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Here's Battle, and the layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 4. The Magic shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Black, still without a basket. Clock at 6. They set the screen. Offensive rebound, and Isaac throws it down.
At 6'10" and athletic, Isaac's a real threat on the offensive board. That's why you got to box him out.
Here's Abaji. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Toronto leading by 4. From past the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Quickly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
And Isaac, really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Here's Isaac. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Black. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over to the left wing. Here's Mobo. Black defending. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Raptors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Inside, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
There's the pick. Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Fires the 3. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto leading by 8. And here is Quickly. Here's Battle. Drills it from outside. Battle's got 5 points in the quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Isaac outside. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Isaac a screen on Quickly. Quickly against Howard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Battle, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Battle's got 7 points.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Dick is out there with Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Bain. Connects from 3-point range.
And you have to stay connected to Bain. He's too good off the catch.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dick with it. Out to Ingram. There's the 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, I think it's big whenever Ingram connects from distance, especially, though, when answering back like he did there. Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Pass to Dick. Shoots the 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bain drawn the double team. Dick with the steal. Barrett wide open. He fires. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Raptors lead by 17. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Toronto.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Outside Ingram takes the 3. Banchero vacuums Fires it in. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Magic. Down by 15. He drills the three.
With his speed, Suggs able to get one step ahead, and then he's ready to let it fly.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Payne. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And Bane likes using his strength on those physical plays, proving just how tough he is.
Barrett outside. Now Barnes. Pirtle outside. Pirtle with a screen on Wagner. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
He parachutes in for the putback.
Really good work by Wagner there, turning that miss into a make. Those are the type of baskets that can swing games sometimes.
Now Barrett. It's stolen by Banchero. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Payne looking around. Here's Carter, and he jams it in.
The 9-foot standing reach. Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Pirtle. Dig against Payne. And he banks the layup in.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Toronto.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Brandon Ingram.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Carter outside.
When you score the ball like Carter Jr. does, defenses are going to be all over you.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for 1 minute.
Carter hits them both. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Ingram off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Here's Barnes. Puts up the three. Drained from outside.
And the passing of Ingram, I mean, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball the way he does, effortless.
And so Toronto takes this, but by a big margin. Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Atlanta Hawks. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Stan, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Mama Kelly checked in for Toronto.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
Porzingis with a screen on Barnes. Outside Young. Off the mark there with a 3. And it's Toronto's ball. Ingram with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Barrett passes to Ingram. There's a screen. Driving inside. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, Ingram's movement can cause a lot of problems.
Inside, Johnson finds Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Barrett, rebounded by Daniels.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis with a screen on Dick. The kick out to Johnson. Launches it. Rebound Toronto. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And they're running. Ooh, poked away. And here's Ingram outside. Kept alive. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You're hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scotty Barnes.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Now here's Barrett. Pass to Ingram. There's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Ingram's got 5 now.
Well, I can tell you as a coach, you've got a lot of confidence in Ingram taking that shot.
Outside Young. The 3. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Barrett. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Dick, the pass to Barrett. Here's Mamukelashvili. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Now here's Daniels. They kick it out to Porzingis. Clock at 4. And again, unable to change momentum here. Raptors lead by 9. Barrett passes to Ingram. Here's Mamukelashvili. Back to Ingram. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shoot getting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Dick. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Here's Ingram. Banked it in off the glass. Ingram's got 10. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Outside Barrett. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Outside Dick. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And Barnes doesn't back down from anyone, embracing the contact on the way up.
Young. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto leading by 11. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Young. Young goes in. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Dick finds Barnes. Now Ingram. Rebound Atlanta.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Outside Young.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Atlanta needs to get off a shot. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Barrett can't hit. Hawks trail by 9. Porzingis with a screen on Ingram. Young, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Mamukelashvili passes to Barnes. Here's Dick. And he goes in for the dunk.
And BA, if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
They kick it out to Porzingis. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true 3-level scorer. That's why he's so valuable offensively. Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And Young, here we go. Young blitzing his way to a bucket.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, we've got Luke Kennard. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gay in at the 4. Hawks trail by 11. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
Here's Okongwu. Shot from the low post is good. Okongwu's got his first points of the game.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Pass to Mobo. Gay with a rebound. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Kennard way outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here's Pirtle. Quickly with the ball. No points yet. No good from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Bobo gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Okongwu, a screen on quickly. Here's Kennard. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And that one drops for him. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Gay. Back to Kennard. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Kennard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivered.
And there's the drive. Back to Quickly. Picked by Pirtle. 5 to shoot. Quickly's got space. Hits it from the high post. Quickly's got his second basket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Kennard passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Krejci. It's stolen by Pirtle. Pass to Quickly. Picked by Pirtle. Quickly with the ball. And Kennard picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Quickly.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu inside, guarded by Quickly. Kennard for three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Quickly. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Battle missing. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Left side, Porzingis. Here's Rizachet. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Toronto out in front, leading by a point. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside for Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, you can tell that Ingram has it going. What a difference maker he's been on offense.
Porzingis sets a screen. Young from long range. Nails it from 3. Young's got 9 points now in the second half. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Dick against Young. 5 on the clock. There's the screen. Here's Barrett. Drives to the hoop. And he jams it home with authority.
And Barrett's teammates and coaches love when he shows some edge, slashing to the rim with purpose.
Porzingis sets a screen. There's the triple. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Well, Ingram knows how to be a problem for the defense inside, drawing contact there.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
Barrett jams it home.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Young looking for an opening. Can't get it. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Dick against Young. That's off. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Porzingis with a screen on Barnes. It's stolen by Barnes. Dick with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Right side Dick. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
1:44 left to play in the fourth. Here's Ingram. Both hands there for a little extra.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Outside Porzingis. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Banks it home. Big shot.
Well, I guess that's why they call him Ice Tray. He is cold-blooded.
Barrett. Here's Dick. And he slams it down. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Young.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Barnes. Barrett outside. Now Barnes. Yes! Using that window.
Oh, my, just what they needed. Barnes with a crucial burst of offensive energy.
Porzingis sets a screen. Barnes against Young. Now Porzingis.
Huge points from Porzingis. With his massive size, I like going to him.
Right side Dick. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
Honestly,
And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Young fires! So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. What a performance they had here.
Our forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the center position. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Daniels from outside. Carter pulls it in. And the Magic with possession. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Young against Suggs. With some arc. And it's laid up and in by Young.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Now, here's Suggs. Left side, Bain. 6 to shoot. Launches it from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Young looking around. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. To the left side wing. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Young.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And finished off by Banchero.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And that one's good. Daniels.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Suggs. Jacks up a 3, traps in the tray.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Banchero inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Reza Shea with the steal. Here's Daniels. That shot off. Suggs with some nice defense. Here's Banchero. Can't finish the one-handed jam. Young passes to Porzingis. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Outstanding vision there from the lock-in. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up. Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here's Wagner. Banchero outside. Shot clock at 5. Some solid defense from Johnson.
Look, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
It's Young on the wing. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Young drives in, kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. That shot, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Wagner passes to Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Young finds Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
The line for the Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
And taken away by Johnson. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
On the court for Atlanta, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Suggs. Here's Ben Carroll. Carter kicks to Suggs. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes. Suggs has got 5 now. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. And that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Kevin, back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Suggs against Young. Suggs passes to Banchero. Carter kicks to Banchero. Deflects the pass. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Johnson's shot is off. The Magic trail by 7. Banchero with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Outside, Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Can't cash in from close range. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Now, here is Young. 6 points for him.
2 minutes remaining.
And there's the call by the official. He'll count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And that one is good from Suggs.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Orlando making a change here. Wagner's checked in. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Now, here is Young. He's got 8, and the basket is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Suggs to the inside. Wagner, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, every Everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Ricochet wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Ricochet's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. It's up a three, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
Really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
And Bain puts up a deep three, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Young outside. The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
To stop the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this.
Your pocket buddy, Arena Entertainment.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
They've got Howard. Isaac out there with Goga Batadze. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the three, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
And the three ball is good. Black's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
The shot's good from Kennard.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Black in the post, defended by Alexander Walker. Screen by Batadze. Black, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Hawks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Black with it, defended by Alexander Walker. Black the pass to Batadze. Back to Black. 6 on the shot clock. A three. Atlanta with the rebound. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back to you, Kevin.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here's Kennard. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Pass to Krejci. Back to Kennard. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Black the pass to Howard. Back to Black.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Isaac outside. Here's Bitadze. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Hawks leading by 18. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Buries the long-range jumper. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Black in the post, defended by Alexander Walker. Outside Howard. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker.
Alexander Walker.
And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Howard. Bitadze is screen on Kennard. 6 to shoot. Good, nice job down low. Howard's got his first basket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Atlanta.
And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And he makes both free throws. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo! That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Kennard's got 8.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Black with it, defended by Alexander Walker. Drives to the hoop. A nice shot by Black.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Here's Gay, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point. Down low, here's Banchero. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Banchero has screened for Suggs. Takes the three, sinks the triple.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Young. 16 points for Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Young against Suggs. Carter with a screen on Young. It's Suggs with the drive. And it's Carter missing.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Here's Young. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Here's Banchero.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. Young against Suggs. And Porzingis, here we go. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Long strides. Guys, KP able to cover some ground on his way inside.
Young against Suggs. Banchero was screened for Suggs. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Young. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Carter with a screen on Young. Here's Suggs. No good with the triple. Hawks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Here's Young. Here's Porzingis. Over Carter. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Here's Black, defended by Young. Black kicks to Wagner. Shot to stop the run, and finished off by Wagner.
What a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Young outside. Shoots over Black. Young's shot is off. Black with it. Pass to Bain. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big mark. As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
to the... So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And for Orlando, on the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point. And Grant, this should be a high-flying affair tonight. Both of these teams love to showcase their athleticism.
And these are the games I love working, BA. I want to see some dunk contest style slams here tonight. And of course, these fans can't wait either to see these teams get after it in this one.
His vision is excellent for a center. You see it in the assist from Pirtle. He has got such great awareness of his teammates' movements.
Now here's Carter. Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
The shot by Ingram, no good. And here are the Magic now. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grady Dick picks one up.
See, it's the size, the skill, and the athleticism of Carter Jr. that can sometimes prove too much of a task for these defenders. That is a big-time play.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Bane, the pass to Carter. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him.
I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And it's the Magic with the ball after the basket by Toronto. Bane, the pass to Banchero. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Outside Barrett. Back to Ingram. Picked by Pirtle. Ingram against Suggs. Just 4 to shoot. From downtown, and Ingram gets it to go on the assist by Barnes.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Banchero with a screen on Barrett. Here's Suggs. And a two-handed jam!
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. From deep, Bane. Rebounded by Ingram.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Now here's Bane. Carter finds Banchero. Back to Carter. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Jakob Pirtle. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Suggs with it. He's picked up by Barnes and stolen by Barrett. Here's the three. Barnes, no good. Orlando trailing here. Banchero, left side. Outside Carter. The kick out to Banchero. On target from range. Banchero's got 5 now.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer. A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Now here's Wagner. Yet to see a basket. And Caro outside. This one for three. Rebound, Toronto.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Barrett. Hurdle with a screen on Wagner. For three, Barrett. The rebound by Carter. Here's Wagner into the lane.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Magic out in front, leading by... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. And that one's good. Ingram.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
Barrett against Suggs. From deep, and Caro. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto trailing. Barrett with it. Kicks it out to Barnes. Barrett a screen on Carter. Barnes drives in. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Payne against Dick from outside the arc. Payne, no good. The Raptors shooting the ball at 60%. Excellent average.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
B.A., those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Payne into the lane. Oh, he tries a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes passes to Mamukelashvili. Stolen by Payne. Incoming, Caro. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you guys.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the contest. Here's Payne. No made baskets yet. And Caro outside. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in the game. Barnes with a screen on Payne. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Suggs outside. Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Mamukelashvili, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Dick against Bain. Banchero with a screen on Dick. Bain, the pass to Banchero. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Barnes drives in. Here's Barrett. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Here's Barnes. Pass to Dick, and there's a 3-second violation. Orlando has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Banchero passes to Carter. Tries again. Wagner outside. Banchero with a screen on Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Banchero. Over Ingram. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Wagner. Banchero's got 8 here in this quarter.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off. The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Wagner, the 3 from Suggs. Oh, and he just knocks down the buzzer beater.
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating 3 to take the lead.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
They've got Mo Wagner, Anthony Black out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Howard in at the 2. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Isaac. He takes it in. The Magic need to put one up here. Misses the 3. Toronto trailing to the paint. Toronto passing it around. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Wagner, the pass to Howard, kicks it out to Isaac, inside. In transition, here they come! Pass to Abaji. Now here's Quickly. To the middle. Here's Momo, and he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, solid IQ play right there from Emmanuel Quickly.
Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickly's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Here's Abaji, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Black passes to Wagner. Back to Black. Pass to Howard to win the cold spell. And another miss by Orlando. Toronto leading by 5. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Howard, the pass to Wagner. Back to Howard. Basket counts. Howard's got his first points in this one. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Takes it inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, that is an easy read for Mr. Quickly, simply finding the open man.
Pass to De Silva. The three. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from Quickly. Drills it from deep. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Back to Wagner. Here's De Silva. He's scoreless. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Is Abaji. And another basket for Toronto. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Quickly, Wagner with a steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Black. Rebound by the Raptors. Quickly from outside. He buries it from 3. Quickly's got 6.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
No good with the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto out in front, up by 15. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward. Now Bain. Carter, a screen on Dick. The 3 from Bain. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side Barnes. On the wing, Grady Dick. Barnes with a screen on Suggs. Outside Dick. Hits the trifecta.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. From deep. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 now. The shot by Ingram, no good. Magic trail by 18. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
And that one's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
From deep, Bain. He drops it from range.
Anytime he can, Bain is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Ingram! Oh, missed on the tray. And Caro! Oh, the long ball, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. They led by as many as 18. Now Barnes. And stolen by Bancaro. Outside Bain. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. 6 to shoot. Now Ben Caro. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Well, you watch Paolo Banchero and the offensive arsenal. This guy is just built to score the ball.
Outside Dick. Now Barrett. Here's Ingram. Fires the three. Oh, the shot is off.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Van Carroll against Barrett. Payne surveying the D. Now Wagner. Let's loose for three. Oh, it misses. There's 1:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. And there's a pick. Ingram. Oh, the sweet floater.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Raptors.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Brandon Ingram.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Ingram against Suggs. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Raptors winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy run.